First up, we're going to start with Mr. Kamelamela. Good morning.
Can I defer to
Absolutely.
Mayor Kim?
Mayor Kim, make sure your microphone's on.
Good morning. The last time I was here was for the same reason, the county band. The night before, I had the extreme pleasure of going to the Big Island Music Awards. It's an annual thing recognizing those with special talent of music. And addressing the group, I thank them for sharing their special gift that they have that I have none of, and that is of music, except for appreciation of. And you don't want to hear me sing. I try to express to them this very, very special gift that they have of music that they share with the people, and thanking them for that. And shortly after that, I get a call about what is before the county council. And truthfully, I called a couple of people because I could not believe what I was hearing. I am here because I was in administration at the time that we fixed the difference between the state statutes and the county charter, and I thought it was all fixed. I called Joe, who was the attorney at the time, to clarify my position in regards to make sure I was right. Yes, there was a difference, and the easiest way, as Mike Bann, Director of Civil Service at the time, stated, very simple: follow the state law, make these people civil service, and of issue. I do not understand what, and all I know is what I read in a paper. Okay, I'll state that again. All I know is what I read in a paper. You know, I've never talked to any of you on this. I could not believe that the interpretation was that the council was presenting to the community a charter amendment of the county band, which was there from the inception when the charter was formed. Way back then, I felt so very proud, as I said to the Big Island Music Awards, that Hawaii Island, Hawaii State, one of the things of specialness is the talent of music and the love of music, and a part of music is of Hawaii's people life. We become very possessive of that, like the Maramarnik, of music and just talent of soul.
You have 30 seconds.
And I wrote this down, which I do not. You normally do. Why would you not be so proud of the county government of Hawaii having a place in their charter that music is a part of Hawaii? I ask you to please consider what you're doing. I do not understand what you're doing because there is nothing to fix, and if you want to fix it, I think Mr. Kamelamela will illustrate how simple it is. I really thank you for your time. I thank you for your work. And I ask and beg of you that this is not a good thing for Hawaii. Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor Kim. Mr. Kamelamela.
Aloha. Good morning, Chair and members of the County Council members. Great seeing everybody again. I'm here because on Tuesday this week, I went to my Tai Chi morning class, and then one of my colleagues said, "Did you read a thing about the paper?" I said, "No, not really." But she had a valid concern as to what does it really mean when we have an ordinance that was passed in the fall of 2015 that basically repeals Section 6-3.4. What was there to fix? And I always told him, I don't know. But I don't play for the band, but I do go to parades. I do listen to them during the 4th of July at Mo'ohau Park. And I have a great pride that we have the county band as part of the county government. It's part of the organizational chart. So what I did, I actually looked at tried to do some legislative history, and there was the bill that was introduced by Council Member Onishi, whose intent was to make them civil service. I mean, I understand the intent, but for most lay people, when they read the bill, it's clear. The ordinance said to repeal Article 6.34. Now, what does it mean? It means the county band will not really be a part of county government anymore. It just doesn't exist on the county organization chart. So what does that bill do? Well, now the county band need not be funded. The county band need not be administered and managed by any county official. And the county band need not be county employees. That is the impact of this law. And so today I come here, this is the first day of the fight to save the band. And that's why I'm here, because what the bill does not do, it doesn't do what's been reported in this paper.
You have 30 seconds.
Thank you. To simply make them civil servants. No, the bill doesn't do that. And the ordinance, and it simply do not do what the agendas that was before this county council was intended to do, was to basically take them out of exile. It does much more. It takes them out of at being part of the county. That's what it do. There could have been a better way to do it, but it wasn't taken. So if the county council approves the resolution, then the citizens of this county should know that what's really before them, are you going to save the band or not at being part of this beautiful county of Hawaii? That's it. Thank you very much.
Thank you for your testimony. Please, if we could hold the applause. We have a lot of testifiers, and I want to try to keep a certain amount of order here.
My name is Pat Engelhard. I am the former P&R director, and I'm also speaking for Charmaine Kamaka, who was a former P&R director but is unable to be here today. She came but had to leave. I'm here today to testify against Resolution 548-16 because approval of that resolution could have the effect of eliminating the county bans. I know the ordinance has already been passed to do just that, but I hope that the council now recognizes that the ordinance has an unintended consequence of allowing the discontinuance of the county bans. If you do not pass Resolution 548, the charter amendment will not be introduced to the voting public, and the county bans will continue as they have for 130 years plus. If the intention of the charter amendment is to clean up the language of the charter to reflect what is happening at the present with the county ban, then change the language of the charter without eliminating the reference to the county bans. Or you could wait another 4 years for the Charter Commission to tackle the wording of the charter. I mean, it's been 10 years since the changes were made and nothing's been done. Why do it now if you can just wait 4 years? And I wonder if Mr. Onishi realizes that his legacy will be that the county council would support a bill and then introduce a resolution that provided a vehicle for the demise of the county bans, which have been in existence for longer than the county. Thank you for your attention.
All of your testimony.
And may I introduce Ku'ule Arceo, wife of your county band director.
Ms. Arceo, if you could introduce yourself for the record. Make sure your microphone is on. Yep. And you may begin when you're ready.
Okay, my name is Ku'ule Arceo. I'm the band director at Kea'au Middle School, and I also am a member of the county band. This is maybe my 12th year here, actually from Oahu. I'm here to give testimony to oppose the resolution 548, asking the people to take the Hawaii County band out of the county charter. I believe that without the protection of the charter, our band would have died long ago and was put here to keep it safe. The band has been a vital source for the success of my band program in Kea'au and all the other ones on this island. There are former students, band directors, parents that are here to support this today. The Hawaii County Band and the bandmaster had no clue this was going on since August. The way that the amendment was proposed and pushed through did not give us a chance to defend nor provide any history as to why we are protected by the charter. At first, I was upset with the article in the paper, but then realized that had there not been one, we would just see it on the ballot. we need to spend more time to discuss and think this through instead of rushing to just take out over 100 years worth of county history. I understand that the wording does not reflect our actual civil service standing, so instead of cutting it out entirely, I humbly ask that you please give more time and perhaps the input of our band members and our band master as to what should be said in the charter to protect the Hawaii County Band for another 130 years. Most of our members have been in the band for a long time, some before I was born, and have great insight on the history and culture of the organization. We're prepared to assist the county in any way necessary to protect and preserve this special piece of our county's history. Thank you for your time, and I hope that you can give this a lot more time and thought, and be mindful of what the county band means to this community. Thank you.
Mahalo for your testimony. Go right ahead.
Hello. Hi, I'm Paul Arceo. I'm the husband of the wife of the Hawaii County Band Director. And I'm here today to say some testimony opposing Amendment 548. I know a lot of you on the council weren't here in 2009 and 2010, so I'm giving you a real quick synopsis of what happened. There's an amendment to kill the county band back in 2009, and basically what they did was they said, okay, we're going to get rid of the county band, and you're going to be done June 1st. Now, they told us that it was going to be, it's already done. They have the mayor's support. Everything is, there's nothing you can do. We decided we were going to fight it. So we fought it. We got ground support from all of our fan base and our friends and family. And when public testimony came, we loaded this county council chambers with, I believe, 60 some plus testifiers and over 100 people here. Lasted well into the evening. The overwhelming support and the overwhelming sentiment of the community was to save the county band and protect and preserve it. That was the will of the people. Not one negative testifier came and gave testimony against the band. Okay. Now the article that came out in the paper on Tuesday had that one little section that says to remove us from the charter. Let me, I guess, explain to you what that does. Yeah, the charter is the only real protection we have that any administration can come in and just cut the ban. Okay, and you can say, well, if it's cut this year, maybe we can bring it back. Okay, so currently, how the band is staffed is. We have less than half of the positions we have allocated actually funded or filled. Okay, we supposedly in the good times right now when the county has money. This is what 6-7 years after that. The financial meltdown. Why haven't we refilled all those positions? If this is the good times and this is 8 years later, if they killed the band in 2009, we would not be here today. Okay? The will of the people was clear and concise. They wanted to preserve and protect this institution. Why? Because it's part of the fabric of the community and the Big Island. Yeah, it's historically and culturally significant. It's here from 1883.
You have 30 seconds.
I'm going to finish this up. And that's the will of the people. And I guess from my side, I don't know what this resolution would do other than provide the vehicle for you guys, for some administration to kill the ban. The will of the people is to protect and preserve this. Yeah, that's what you guys need to follow. I'm gonna leave you guys with one statement. My dad used to tell me this every time I used to grumble about washing the cars. Do your job. Thank you.
Mahalo for your testimony. Next up, we have Ms. Sato. If you could introduce yourself for the record.
Hi, I'm Sandra Sato. I'm a member of the Hawaii County Band, but I'm here as representing myself in opposition of Resolution 548-16. I'm here to ask that this proposed amendment to remove all references of the Hawaii County Band in the county charter be stopped. The mention of the band in the charter helps to ensure that any administration will not simply eliminate the band, as this current administration attempted to do 7 years ago. The Hawaii County Band has a 133-year history. It's a part of this island's heritage and should be treasured and not put at risk. I was quite honestly confused by the article that was written in the Hawaii Tribune Herald 2 days ago about this resolution 548-16, then outraged to find out that our bandmaster, Paul Arceo, knew nothing of this proposal. If he was consulted a year ago, you would have been informed that this, quote, house cleaning issue is more like a wrecking ball to the band. I hope that today we can all find some clarity and understanding in what taking all mention of Hawaii County Band from the county charter really means to the band's future. I am a member of the Hawaii County Band. I see firsthand what the band contributes to my community. I see the smiling faces at parades, the solemn, introspective faces at veteran ceremonies, and the range of emotions that the concert music brings to listeners. I see the hard work of event coordinators and the community spirit that the people attending these events bring. It's really very inspiring for me to experience this through this band job and see the impact that music makes to my community. It's also humbling to be a part of this service that is 133 years old. Please do not put the Hawaii County Band at risk of being lost to future generations. Keep Hawaii County Band in our county charter. Thank you.
Thank you, mahalo, for your testimony. Next up, we have, thank you. We have Lloyd Tyra and Ingrid Dean.
Good morning. My name is Ingrid Dean, and I am a flute player for the Hawaii County Band. I strongly oppose the proposed 548-16 amendment. I hope that the wording in this poorly drafted amendment is incorrect, because you do not want to remove the county band from the charter. I feel like this is a sudden proposal in the first stage of a very political, vindictive move to remove the band. Few people know what great training the county band has given young musicians in this community. Our students have won music scholarships to many universities, such as Harvard, Stanford, Dartmouth University, Indiana University, University of Cincinnati, University of Hawaii Manoa, University of Northern Colorado, University of Southern Colorado, Lewis and Clark University. The list goes on. We are an amazing band for the community. I came here a few years ago from the mainland, and the last thing that I thought is I would see this type of politically vindictive energy here on our big island. I urge the council to look into the motive behind the amendment. It's wrong. By removing us from the charter, it opens up the band to being eliminated. The Hawaii County Band is a treasure and attracts visitors from all over the world. We are a 133-year tradition. Thank you.
Mahalo for your testimony. Mr. Taro?
Okay, my name is Lloyd Tyra. I'm a member of the Hawaii County Band. I've been playing for, I think, over 30 years. First of all, I oppose Bill 548. Okay, I want that on record. I just want to make 2 points. The first one, and this is not only for the county council, but also for the public. We only heard about this 2 days ago. We were never consulted, even though this bill affects us more than anyone else. No one ever told us, hey, we want to know what you think about this, or, we're planning to do this. No, we had to read about it in a newspaper 2 days ago instead of being told by the Parks and Recs director or anyone or any of you. Now that, to me, is really disrespectful. And it's really important that everyone know what's going on. We've only had 2 days since we heard about this. If we had more advance notice, this room would be packed. But we managed to scramble and get together whatever supporters we could. And I just don't like the way this is being rammed down our throats. My second point is that the entire band is against this resolution. Okay? If you asked us before, we could have told you that. But no, instead you decided that, well, this is for your own good, stuff your mother used to tell you. All right. So I'm not trying to scold you, but I'm really telling you, please reconsider this, because no one is for it. Okay, not the band, not our supporters, not the public. All right? And being this is an election year, maybe you should listen to the public a little more carefully. Thank you.
All for your testimony. Next two, we have Christian Wong and Avery Wong.
Thank you for allowing me to speak today. My name is Christian Wong. During the day, I work at Honokaa Fire Station, but what few people know is that I moonlight as a volunteer playing tenor sax for the Hawaii County Band. When looking at the band from a financial perspective, one could argue that the band's budget is minuscule in the grand scheme of a $463 million county budget. But we all understand that it is your duty as members of this council to ensure that each dime of taxpayers' money is spent efficiently and in the interests of the citizens of this community. The Hawaii County Band meets this criteria, having provided countless hours of enjoyment for the people of Hawaii at very little cost for the past 133 years. There is great value in what the band provides to the public, value that is difficult to measure in dollars and cents. Councilwoman Poindexter, you and I have a lot in common. During the day, we have demanding jobs where decisions we make can affect the lives of many people. But I know that in your free time, you also express yourself through music as a very talented singer. You know, as I, how rewarding it is to express yourself in this way. You know, as I, how happy it makes you when you've touched someone's soul with a particularly moving piece of music. The people that I play music with, they feel the same way about playing for the people of Hawaii County. In the 6 months I've been playing with the county band, I can't tell you how many people have come up to me to say thank you so much for the music you played for us today. When we were finished playing for the Korean and Vietnam War service a couple weeks ago, one of the veterans came up to me and said, "Thank you for playing. We are the forgotten wars, but you came today and we appreciate it so much." Councilwoman, you and I know that music has a way of moving and inspiring people in a way that no other can. Councilman Ilagan, you and I have spoken at great length on how to improve the level of STEM education in your district. The Science Museum some of my friends and I are building will be providing math tutoring at Pohoa Elementary School in the spring of this upcoming school year, in large part due to your direct collaboration with us. But although I may be an advocate of science, technology, engineering, and math education, I know how so very important the arts are as well. For many children, the arts are how they express themselves, how they communicate with the world around them through
You have
drawing,
30
dance,
seconds.
or music. A great many of the children in your district are involved in band programs, and several have joined our ranks and been vital additions in our service to the community. I'm sure each of you sitting on this council has a story to share about how the arts have had a positive impact on you or someone you love. We ask prior to your vote today, you each take a moment to reflect on why the Hawaii County Band was placed in the charter as opposed to be created as another department under the administration. The men and women who wrote our charter understood the importance of arts in our community and the power of music to inspire. Please do not be the ones to start the process of removing the band from the charter. Let us remain and let the music play on. Thank you.
Thank you. Avery Wong.
My name is Avery Wong. I'm going to be in 3rd grade. I am 8. I like music and I play piano. I like nice music and play. I like the band because they play nice music and play a lot of songs I know and like.
Thank you for both your testimony. Okay, Anthony Adams and Stephen Paulmore. Again, if you could introduce yourself for the record, and you may begin when you're ready.
Yes, my name is Anthony Adams, and I've been on the island for 7 years. I spent 35 years at the top of the music business on the A-list, working as a composer, arranger, conductor in Hollywood, New York, Nashville, and London. And the first week I was in town in 2009, I was taken to a band concert. And my reaction was, wow, what a band, what a community to support a band like this. Consequently, I have composed 5 original pieces for the band for their performance. I don't know if any of you were at the July 4th event. and I don't want to embarrass anyone by asking for a show of hands. If we just take the last part of the concert, the Tchaikovsky's 1812 Overture being played live to the fireworks with the Stars and Stripes Forever to Follow, was very exciting to a virtual standing room only crowd spilling over the park. After the concert, I spoke with a visitor who was here from Japan, and she made a couple of interesting comments to me. She said, "This is so wonderful. You must be very proud to have a band like this in your community." So we talked a little bit about the band. July 4th is one excellent example. Memorial Day is another example. I'm a veteran, a combat veteran who's been wounded, and I appreciate having music to celebrate our veterans. Music is a real celebration. Of course, I'm biased. It's been my career. But the thing that I look at in support with the band is it's more than just a line item in the budget. It's more than just a sentence or two in the charter. It's about people. Not only people in the band who have this joy of coming together to play music together, but it's the joy I see at each concert. I've been here 7 years. I've missed 3 band concerts, the monthly concerts. It's the joy of the community, which I see is a great pride. Winston Churchill was asked during World War II why during this war he continued to support the arts in England. And his response was, "What else are we fighting for?"
You have 30 seconds.
It's a part of life. And I think we don't need a band, of course we don't, but I think we want a band. It shows who we are. We have lots of tourists here. It shows who we are as a community to present such a wonderful band and to support a band. So I encourage that this amendment be quashed and that we move forward and maybe even give more support to the band. Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Palmore?
Good morning. My name is Stephen Palmore, and I am not a member of the county band. We all have nostalgic feelings and thoughts as we get older. Remember when the choral was beautiful? There used to be plenty fish. Remember the Merry Monarch? It happens to be still here. Aerial fireworks, gone, that we used to blow off. When I came here 34 years ago, I fell in love with what made Hilo, Hilo. I came from the mainland where they had so many laws and restrictions, and they did away with those things that made life. And unfortunately, we can't do anything about the coral bleaching. We have very little that we can impact on the fish when we go fishing or when we go snorkeling. But the county band is one thing that is culture specific, that to the town of Hilo. And I hope that in the future that we don't go and say, "God, I remember the Mahoe bandstand. It sits idle now. There's no one there." The community does not get to enjoy the beautiful music. He's absolutely right. The July 4th was standing room only, and how it impacted those people, the visitors. The visitors take that word out, and I just want to make sure that the county band stays in existence. Ka'u, Honoka, Pahoa, those are very underserved areas. The county band plays for those underserved areas. And they went out and actually performed parades and sit-down concerts. It's not like a residency program where we can get physicians in here which can give years to one's life, but we can certainly give life to one's years. And again, I hope that we don't lose faith, lose a perspective of what we're all here for. And I urge you to do the right thing, and whether it's opposing or supporting the amendment, I hope that you will, some way, shape, or form, make it so the county band does not become a thing of the past, like the coral and the fish. Thank you.
All for your testimony, both your testimonies. Next up, Jennifer Suji and Howard Oshiro. Aloha, Ms. Suji, if you could just introduce yourself for the record, and you may begin when you're ready. You turn it on one more time. Yep.
Okay. The red light's supposed to be on. Got it. Good morning. My name is Jennifer Tsuji. I am a member of the Hawaii County Band for the past 25 years. I am speaking on behalf of my family as well. My husband has been a member of the county band for over 30 years. My son has been a volunteer for the last few years. And I was also honored enough to even get to play with my daughter at this past 4th of July concert. So all four of us were able to play together, which was pretty amazing. I would just like to say that I really feel that the precedent that this could set is dangerous. I understand wanting to clean up the language. I understand that we need to make the civil service part of our employment match with what the charter says. Certainly, that goes without saying. But I just feel that it's a dangerous precedent to remove us from the charter completely. And I think that's what we're really concerned about now. I've had the opportunity to be in this band for so many years and work with so many children over the years that have grown up. My own son got a scholarship to University of Evansville in great deal because he was able to play with the county band and become a better musician through that. As an elementary school music teacher, when the DOE decides to let me be an elementary school music teacher, I see the importance from when you're a little child all the way up through. We provide not only opportunities for young people to play with us, we provide opportunities for even little children to hear it and be exposed to the arts. And, everyone has said about participating in veterans ceremonies, and we participate in parades, we do concerts, we do so many things for the community that even if people do not become musicians themselves, they are touched deeply by what we do. As part of what I do as a teacher and a community member and a band member, I get to sit in and I get to help. Mr. Chung, I got to sit with your daughter the other week. And it's been, as a teacher and as a musician, as a parent, it's just been such an important thing for this community, for these kids who are now not even kids, some of them, to grow up, to be part of the band. We've had students come back as teachers. We've had, for 133 years, the band has had such a huge, huge impact on our community. And I really think that we need to think deeply in how we can save the band and perhaps find a way to clean up the language that would not endanger our position in the county charter. Thank you.
Mahalo for your testimony. Mr. Oshiro?
I just want to, I'm retired from the county band now. I played for 43 years. Anyway, I got inspired by the county band when I saw them parading up Cam Avenue. At that time, it was a two-way street, yeah. Anyway, I saw one of the older pictures where Dr. George Durham, he was the drum major for the Marine Corps band, and they marched through Hilo. But anyway, I saw the bands and the band and the bands that marched through Hilo downtown. And that's how I got interested in band. Anyway, band has helped me a lot, and I hope has made you feel good about yourself. It keeps me going. Without music, then, what else is there? I still watch basketball. I like sound football, but I still, love band and music. And a lot of the students that went through us, I used to teach high school band. I got to see them. In fact, some of them are testifying today. And your county band master, Paul Asio, he was with the Hilo High Band at that time. And through him, he was a good example, He would get all the trumpets together. And before any kind of performance, they would be playing together as a group. In other words, he was already a leader, in high school. So don't let the band down. Let it go on. They inspire a lot of people and make everybody happy. That's all I have to say. Thank you.
Thank you for your testimony. Okay, and last we have Wendell Lady? Late. I apologize.
Not L-A-T-E, but L-E-I-T-E.
It's always good to get an education.
Yeah, people think I own the Leyte Islands, things like that there.
Go right, you may begin when you're ready.
Okay. I've been in this band. Well, first of all, I'm retired. I've been in this band here for 71 years, older than any one of you being up here. So the band, when you look at it, so that 62 years, 62, 71, that's 133 years that the band has been in existence. I won't be as influential as the other speakers, but being nostalgic about it. I did a lot of thinking last night. I had other discussions with other members prior to being up here today. I really oppose the amendment that was presented in the papers. Being nostalgic here, I played in my lifetime, being in the county band, I played under 7 conductors. And in those years there, it was wonderful. We had no oppositions. Everybody loved the band. To me, I think, and I believe deep in my heart, that this here is really a political matter. Way down deep in my heart. They didn't get us the first time. They're going to get us now. That's what it is. And I hate to say that, but after further discussion with people and evaluating the whole situation and reading the Tribune Herald over again, and I says, there got to be something going on, and I believe that this band should be not being excluded from the county. This band has performed so many events.
You have 30 seconds.
I wish that you, members of the council, could be present when the band is performing, because I have never seen any one of you attending a concert or any activity that the county band has been performing at. Please, don't take any action on this wonderful band that has been in existence for 133 years. Thank you very much.
Mahalo, Mr. Late, for your testimony. Being that was the last testifier, is there anybody else wishing to testify at this time? Please let me know.